Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Jimmy, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to be talking about some crazy news that's been coming through on Twitter, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your note again for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so once again, we have gotten a lot of answers rolling through yesterday. So again, I want to make sure I get that to you. Again, coming from my man Eric, who is, I guess, responsible for more of the gameplay side of things, like in general. And the question was, how do you join an affiliation in NBA 2K25? He says, find your affiliation leads in the city, which is LD2K for Elite, Shakedown for Rise, to join their affiliation. There are no additional requirements before you can join, right? Then the next question was, does winning affiliation, Elite versus Rise, each season still earn a rep boost? He said contributing players in the winning affiliation will earn a rep boost, and there will also be an exclusive 2x rep event for winning the affiliation at the start of the following season. Okay, so I really want to focus on that second part because it says contributing players. Now, I know last year all you had to do was just play a game. Just one game and cut it off and go about your day and, you know, for that whole, you know, whatever. I don't know if that's going to change this year. Are you going to have to play a certain amount of games for your affiliation throughout that season to be able to get the most, to me, was the best reward that I've all season. I didn't hit the top 10. I wasn't going to hit, you know, top 10. So I didn't get the opportunity to get those cap breakers in 2K24. But one thing I did love, and I'm pretty sure all of us can speak for, I was Elite, and I think we won 3-4 times or whatever. But those boosts that you would get, I mean, I remember I went from a starter 3 at like 75% all the way up to like a veteran 1 at like 7%. I mean, it was ridiculous boost that you got. I know all of us can definitely, you know, agree. Even for the ones that were for Rise and Elite, each one of us had opportunities of seeing that boost. It was insane. So to me, that's going to be very critical to know what is the actual requirements to be considered a contributing player. I did ask the question, but as the making of this video, I have not gotten that answer. Okay, so that's one. Then the second one is where can I use the squad finder? Then Eric said the squad finder is available throughout the city, rec, theater, proving grounds, Ante-Up, and the event center. In case you missed it, the squad finder is a new feature that assists with finding your perfect team. You can select your preference of the squad size, play style, microphone status, overall rating range, performance range, and affiliation to be connected with other like-minded players looking for a squad to run with. I think this is probably going to be one of the best features to have, especially for individuals that are really good at the game but just does not have teammates and they're tired of just running to the park, sitting around waiting, looking through your phone, you know, looking at this person's, you know, record. Is he good? Is she good? Whatever. Now you can just go to one of the squad finders and you can literally put in all your preferences that you're looking for, and then boom, populated of all these individuals that are online right now that you can link up to and play with. I think this is a massive W. So again, shout out to 2K for making that squad finder, right? Now, we have another question, and the question was, can you shoot around in Pro-Am before games? And he said, Pro-Am shoot around is back, and you can also shoot around with the teammates. So they brought that back. If you're not a Pro-Am player, obviously that doesn't matter to you, but a lot of individuals that were Pro-Am players were really disappointed when you walked into the Pro-Am arena and all it did was just have you sitting in a chair waiting to load up. You was not able to shoot around like you were in previous 2Ks, so that is now back. And then another question was, will Pro-Am games still get bonus rep? And he said Pro-Am teams will receive bonus rep based on their team's level. Okay, so that is going to be good. It's just still going to be difficult to understand the difference between Proving Grounds 5v5, which can give you like crazy rep awards and all that type of stuff, and then Pro-Am games. I can see a lot of the Pro-Am players just going straight into the Proving Grounds 5v5 because I've seen Pro-Am players commenting already that they're going to be in the 5v5 Proving Grounds. So again, that is the rank mode, that's the sweaty mode, and the Pro-Am teams, those top Pro-Am teams like Joe Knows and Laker Fan and all those individuals, that they're going to be running around in the 5v5 Proving Grounds. Good luck with that, man, because we all know how crazy great a lot of them teams are in the Pro-Am arena, and now they're going to be in Proving Grounds. That's not going to be fun for the non-competitive 5v5 players. Okay, now this is when things gets really funny because Ronnie 2K, he had time yesterday. Yesterday he had time. He was just like replying and talking to everybody. There were so many of them. I just wanted to highlight just a few of them. So here we have it. Cheezer says, "You've been scamming me for years. I'm streaming your game tomorrow. Don't care. Sue me for $3. And then Ronnie 2K says, "Bring it." All right. Now, obviously, you know, a lot of people are somehow getting the game early, and Ronnie did drop something that said, hey, you know, just to let you know, if you break terms of services, there's gonna be consequences. Now, Cheezer was saying, say you can, for the $3, I don't think Cheezer really understands that, you know, they can console ban him, they could ban his account and that type of deal. Obviously, if you're streaming it, they're gonna strike it down. So, you know, that I don't know what the consequences are on Twitter and Kick. Twitch and Kick, if, you know, you get a copyright strike mid-stream. But again, Ronnie said, bring it. If you want to do it, go ahead and bring it, all right? Then another question was from this guy named Isaiah. He said, it's amazing you're still hired at 2K considering the bad ratings for the last 8 to 9 years. Ronnie said, A, ratings are great, and B, I have little to do with those, but thanks for being a fan for those 8 to 9 years. Oh, man, yo, hey, Ronnie on it, man. Ronnie was on it. I'm telling you, there was like, I will say, there was like a 70% chance if you commented or replied something like weird or just like controversial, toxic, whatever, under one of his tweets, it was a higher chance that he would reply back to you. So yesterday was a time to go ahead and start getting it, because like I said, Ronnie had time today, all right? Then another one says, Minnesota sports suffer. He says, you guys scam consumers all year, every year with predatory microtransactions, and now you're worried about someone not getting their copy from GameStop. And then Ronnie said, no one is forcing you to do anything, okay? And that is true, all right? It's not like, you know, the government or your state, your hired, you know, officials in your local areas telling you, hey, you gotta buy NBA 2K25. But to play, you know, obviously devil's advocate here, yes, NBA 2K25 is the only basketball game available in the world to play if you want to play a simulated game and use NBA licensed players. And it basically forces you to get that game if you're a basketball player, okay? So I guess it's like a catch-20 here. Yes, no one is forcing consumers to buy the game, but this is the only game on the market, okay? So I kind of leave it like that, but it's always going to be that back and forth. But again, Ronnie is right. No one is forcing you to buy the game, okay? Then Power says this right here. Power says, as someone who has had early copy of 2K before, I'll be honest, there's still no point. The servers aren't up, so you're stuck playing offline play now, which teaches you nothing and is honestly boring. Plus, if you try to create content early, you risk getting banned. And of course, he was just asking other stuff, but I didn't want to put all that in there. But basically, he was stating the obvious, like, you know, getting the game early, it's not worth it, because all you're gonna do is just play now. You can't go live, you can't stream it, because if you do, you're just gonna get copy strike, like I just spoke on. And of course, Ronnie said what he said, okay? So yeah. Then last but not least, I just want to go ahead and do this, because I think this is always funny. Neon, right? It says, Neon says he wants to quit streaming and instead run for president. And then Ronnie said, I'm so proud of my boy, future president Neon. Now, if you do not know, Neon's claim to fame before everything else was the fact that he was always saying he was Ronnie's son. And for a moment, I think he pretty much had the whole community pretty much believing that, because Ronnie would play around along with him with the troll. So if you can remember back then, you know, Ronnie was like, yeah, my son this, you know, it was just like that back and forth, but you know, it was all unjust. But for a split second, people were like, oh dang, that Ronnie's son. But it really helped Neon, you know, grow his platform and get to where he's at. And I think this is pretty dope. Even though Neon is not really in the 2K community anymore, Ronnie is still playing along with that joke by saying Neon is his son, okay? But anyway, this is some of the most recent news and tweets that I can find around on the internet. Y'all let me know in the comment section, how are y'all feeling about NBA 2K25? Are y'all excited? We're only a few days away. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy. I'll be back really, really soon with the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon with the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.